And former Winnipegger and one of North America's top experts on this area of topic, Valerie Cade, will be there. She's going to be helping people deal with bullies and come up with some realistic solutions. She joins me now live from Calgary. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first let's start out with what is the definition of a workplace bullier?
Well, bullying is a little bit different than difficult people. So bullying is different by the definition of having it be, it's definitely disrespectful, and it is repeated over and over again, and it's also deliberate. The bully knows exactly what they're doing. So a little bit different than a difficult person, where the person may not know what they're doing, or they might not be intentionally trying to hurt somebody. Now, so when it's repeated over and over toward one person, right, that's when you can sort of look at maybe it's bullying.
So what might be some tips to help someone deal with a bully in the workplace?
The best tip is to decide, is this bullying or not? Most good-hearted people will keep thinking, well, I'll just bring a bundt cake to work. I'll try to ingratiate myself to this person and try to make it better. And it doesn't get better. And I'm sure a lot of you have found that. The best thing you can do is to really say, is it repeated? Is it only to me and not others? And if so, you've got to almost do a 180-degree turn and be friendly, firm, and not familiar, so to speak.
So then is the advice then to ignore them initially and then go to a supervisor, or what would you suggest?
Right. So at work we've got a whole other dynamic, and that is the supervisory piece. And 80% of the time it's your supervisor. I'm not saying all supervisors are out to get somebody. So it's a little daunting to go to one's supervisor. I would highly suggest trying to cope with this on your own first, and then you test to see if your supervisor has any interest in hearing this. If they don't, I would pack up your crayons and go home, so to speak. I would not reveal yourself, because then now you're exposed. So that's a little contrary to the traditional conflict resolution, where you're supposed to go to somebody and hopefully work it out. But conflict resolution only works when both people are interested.
Fair enough. Now, what would be one of the #1 reasons why someone would get bullied at all at work?
Great question. The #1 reason adults get bullied at work is actually envy. So the person who's doing the bullying wants the same feelings you have from having something good. And maybe that's that you get along well with others, or you're a good achiever. And they don't necessarily want your achievements, but they want to have those feelings that you've earned. And so the only way they know what to do with those awful feelings they have is to take yours away. So to drag you down, to pull you down, to target you. You know, envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. It's a pretty tough one to manage, but you have to be able to recognize that there will be some people that just can't cheer or march at the front of your parade, and it's best to sort of back away, but know that it says a lot more about them than it does about you.
Great advice, but if people want to get more advice, you're going to be here on February 13th, and I understand early or final registration is on Friday, so hopefully you can check out Valerie Cade. If not, you also have a book as well, don't you, Valerie?
Right. We have a book. It's called Bully Free at Work. We're in 100 countries worldwide, and the website is bullyfreeatwork.com, and we have lots of visitors from all over the place, so that might be a helpful resource for you.
Great. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.